Hi guys, it's Bella Networking Guru and you are watching Bella Networking Facebook show. And yes, I know today's Tuesday. Unfortunately, there wasn't a show yesterday, but I have a fab show with Sharniya from NatWest Bank, and I can't wait for the show to start. I was actually a guest speaker at her event last Monday, and I thought it would be appropriate to have her as a guest on my show. So without further ado, would you like to introduce yourself?
So hi, I'm Sharniya and I'm a business growth enabler for NatWest Business Banking.
Fantastic. And guys, I've got an extra bonus. If you hit the link below, you're gonna actually get access to my TV channel on YouTube. Every Tuesday I actually upload a new episode, and the episode this week is all about how to increase your brand in a networking room. So Sharniya, thank you so much again for having me as a guest at the NatWest event last week. That was really great.
And thank you for having me today.
Oh, thank you. And it was all about boosting black businesses. That
Yes.
was nice, and I think it was really great that it was in Brixton, so that
Yes.
was so lovely. So then, what is your role at NatWest?
So my role, as I said, is a business growth enabler.
Mhm.
Essentially what that means is we sort of help businesses to grow by providing a different level of support to businesses in our local area. So there's 78 of us altogether
wow.
across the country.
Okay, great.
I cover North London. There are 12 of us in London who cover different areas. And what we do is host regular free to attend educational networking events. So
Okay.
bringing guest speakers who are experts in their field, like yourself,
Yes, thank
to talk
you.
around a particular topic
Sure,
to help businesses with aspects that will help
Got
them
you.
to grow.
I understand. So how many events do you usually do, like a week or a month?
So, as a whole, we all host weekly events.
Oh, okay.
Myself and my colleague at the moment are hosting a little bit more because we're working a little bit differently. So at the moment, myself and my colleague Victoria, who's in South London, are hosting between 2 to 3 events per week.
Wow.
But across the country, it's generally 1 per week.
Wow, wow. Now, I used to host networking events, which I still do, so I know they're a bit tiring.
They
So I
can.
don't know how you're managing it with 2 to 3 a week. And like the other thing is, a lot of delegates, they come to the event
Yeah.
and it looks great,
Yeah.
nice canapes, nice sandwiches, and they don't realise all the effort that's gone into it. So how do
Yes.
you keep your energy up? Because it is quite tiring.
Well, I think I'm a naturally energetic person anyway. I'd say for me, I do get tired, and there are times it's work at the end of the day. As much as I enjoy it, it is still work, and there are times when I'm like, I just want to go home.
Yeah.
I think one of the things for me that keeps me going is when people are like, we've really enjoyed it.
Yes,
It's really
it's
inspired
lovely,
us,
and they
it's
send
really
like a
helped us with
thank
their
you
business.
after the
Exactly.
event.
And then you feel the purpose in what you're doing.
Sure.
And I think it's purpose that kind of keeps me thinking, do you know what, this is great, I want to do more of this.
Sure.
Although I don't know if I physically can.
No, that brings me on to my next question.
Mhm.
There's so many events you can go to nowadays.
Mhm.
When you guys are thinking and strategizing event themes, what are you hoping to get out of those events from the delegates?
I guess the purpose of the event, so when the role was only created, I think a year and 7 months ago
right,
now,
yeah.
So I've been doing it since it was first launched. Our managing director uses the term to be more than a provider of financial services, because he wants us to be able to provide that extra support to business owners. So the purpose for the business owners is to come along and hear great talks. I always say, if you get nothing from the talks, hopefully you'll hear some great advice, so it may just refresh your memory. If you get nothing else from the talks, at least it will be a case of, actually, that's not how I want to do it. But then the other purpose is to bring people together. So part of our role is to help connect businesses with the help that's out there for them. But equally, the events, by coming and meeting other local business owners, for all you know, you could be connecting with your next business partner, with your next, I don't know, like financial director. So it's a great way for you to meet other people in your local area who are going through what you're going through, because starting a business, especially most people start off by themselves, it's incredibly lonely. And then I guess the purpose for us is, as we're providing these better services to our customers will then become advocates of us and recommend us out in the market, because we're doing that little bit more that other
Sure.
banks aren't
No,
necessarily
I
doing.
get that. That's really important. So the big question is, when's your next event that I can share with our viewers?
Well, I have quite a few coming up, but they're quite soon, so it may be a bit too late. But the next one that I would invite people to is on the 29th of November
Sure.
at Pop Brixton.
Oh,
It's the
same venue.
as last
Great,
week.
great.
As you know, it's a bit of a funky venue,
Sure.
which is nice. And this one's all around boosting business. So we're going to have a few different speakers talking about a few
Great,
different
great.
topics so that people really
Sure.
get a lot more impact throughout the day.
Sure. And what's your email address for those that may want to attend?
So my email address is sharniya, so that's sharniya.ferdinand at natwest.com.
Sure.
Or they can follow me on Twitter.
Sure.
It's at F_Sharniya, again SHARNIYA.
Sure. So guys, I've added Sharniya's email address because it's at the bottom. So the next event is the 29th of November. I've attended so many of these NatWest events, so I really recommend for you to attend, and as a networking guru for you to attend. And guys, if you're watching the Bella Networking show, if you enjoy the theme and you're getting great tips, please hit the blue like buttons and also share with other colleagues. So I know you're not brand new to NatWest as an employee. How long have you worked in total for NatWest?
So for the bank altogether, I think it was my 6-year anniversary
Oh
last week, actually.
wow, that's pretty good. So
Yeah.
what sort of roles did you have before in NatWest?
I've done a few, to be honest, in that time. So before this role as a business growth enabler, I was a business specialist, which was more sort of face-to-face in the branch, helping people with opening accounts and their lending inquiries. Before that, I did a similar thing, but in personal banking. So again,
So that's good. So you've had the business side and the personal
bit of
side.
personal banking,
Okay,
yes.
great,
Yes.
great. So what's your love for the banking industry?
I don't know if I call it a love for the banking industry, but I think since I was inducted into my very first role with the bank, there's just been, for me personally, there's been a lot of opportunities that have come up internally, and I guess I've been lucky enough to be at the right place at the right time to be able to grab them. So it's just a case of an opportunity's come up, and I'm like, actually I want to do that.
Sure. Actually, I have a question because some of the other events were at Royal Bank of Scotland.
Yes.
So can we just clear up, like,
Yeah.
what is the link with Royal Bank of Scotland?
So we get this a lot.
Yeah,
So I
I'm
always
sure you do.
I always explain it like this. So anyone who's ever been into a high street shop, some of my favourites, Topshop, Miss Selfridge, Top Man, they're all owned by the same company, which is the Arcadia Group.
Yeah.
So NatWest, RBS, we have
Right.
Drummonds and Child and Co. are different banks,
Right.
but they're all owned by the same company, which is the Royal Bank of Scotland Group. So
Right.
essentially, we're all for the same company, but they're different banks the same way.
So,
those shops are all
so
different
then really
shops.
then, if you lose your card, you should be able to walk into any branch and get help then. But
Well,
it doesn't work like
it doesn't
that.
work like that. It's like trying to go to Miss Selfridge, taking back a Topshop top.
absolutely.
It wouldn't work like that. They're
That would
different-
be great,
They're
wouldn't
different
it?
banks, but they're still different banks.
That would be super. So another great thing which you guys have been doing to help small businesses and entrepreneurs, something about an accelerator. Do you want to just give a bit more details about that?
So NatWest Business Banking has formulated a few, I guess, strategic partnerships with different companies to help businesses. We have partnership with the National Black Women's Network, with Every Woman, which is another female networking group. Most recently, we've partnered with a company called Free Agent, who provide cloud-based accountancy software. One of those partnerships, which started, I can't remember how many years ago now, but was with a company called Entrepreneurial Spark. So Entrepreneurial Spark is a free, they call it People and Business Accelerator. So it's an accelerator program that business owners can apply to go on, and we sponsor that program.
Oh, okay.
We have 13 hubs all over the country.
Right.
Our most recent hub opened in London in August this year, which is in Angel. So for anyone who's interested in potentially going on a free accelerator program, you can either go to the NatWest website and type in Entrepreneurial Spark, or go to Google and type in Entrepreneurial Spark, and it will take you to the website.
Right. So guys, if you're watching and you want to benefit from this accelerator, then if you go to Google and search for Entrepreneurial Spark, or go to the NatWest website, and it's free, right?
It's a free program.
Absolutely.
Because of obviously the amount of applications,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean you will definitely
Right,
get on,
right.
but if you do get on, it is a
Yeah,
free
yeah.
program.
So that sounds like a wonderful experience if you're able to make use of that. So guys, if you're watching, you are tuned in to the Bella Networking Facebook show on a Tuesday. Yes, I know, but next week we will be back on Monday, 12:15. I've got my lovely guest, Sharniya from NatWest Bank. And guys, I have a bonus. Click the link below and you'll actually get through to my TV channel on YouTube. And I've got a tip there helping you to increase brand awareness in the networking room. So Sharniya, I'd love to learn and ask you this question actually, because you've been in banking for so long, 6 years. If you weren't doing your job role, what would you do, or what's a hobby?
Gosh, that's such a hard one.
Or what's a love, or something you like to do to chill out?
It's so difficult. So recently, I guess I've started writing a lot more. I used to write poems when I was younger, and over the past year or two, I've sort of started picking up writing again and writing a few short stories and writing a blog. So maybe I'd be a writer. But when I was 16, I wanted to be a pop star. So
really?
Who knows? If I wasn't in banking, probably something creative.
You never know
You
these
never know.
days. Honestly, that's so great. So before I close the show, I always ask my guests to ask a networking question or a bugbear they have, or I don't know if you've got dating problems or family problems. They ask Bella
We'll save those for another show. We could be here a while.
The ask Bella segment. So do you have a question to ask me?
I guess for me, so obviously I host a lot of networking events myself. But I do also, as part of my role, attend networking events that other people have hosted. So when I'm not there, when I'm there as a guest, it's slightly different, and I have a bit of a different experience and perspective. One question that I struggle with, because I guess maybe it's being too British or being too nice. How do you end a conversation when you feel it's come to a close and you've come to the point where you're like, actually, I need to work the rest of the room, or go and speak to somebody else? How do you politely say bye? It was my question.
Yeah, okay, I get it. You've had enough of talking with them, and time is ticking on.
But that person doesn't seem to want to let you go.
And you either want the canapé or to work the room. Right, okay. I'm going to give you 2 exit strategies, and that's what they're called, exit strategies. That's how I help my clients too. The first one is politely say and smile at the same time. It's been lovely speaking with you, and I really don't want to take too much more of your time. So I would love to let you network more in the room and work the room, and let's connect afterwards and continue these conversations. So that's a great way. So you're sort of putting them first to allow them to continue networking, and actually showing how important networking is. The second one, which if you forget the first one, you will definitely remember this. Now, also, I enjoyed speaking with you. Let's continue these conversations via LinkedIn or by email, and I'd love to follow up with you. And at that point, if you haven't done so already, then you exchange the business cards, and that makes you feel a bit more confident that you're not like pushing them away.
Some great tips.
That's fantastic. So today I've had my guest Sharniya from NatWest Bank, and she has mentioned the next NatWest Bank is the 29th of November,